like what you bring and your knowledge and everything that you bring to the table. But introduce yourself, who you are to my DJs.
Hey, my name is Richard Turner Jr. I am known as 88 Fingers. Uh, I'm in Los Angeles, California. Been in the business 40 plus years, really 50 years, but I'm trying to keep it young.
I ain't mad at that. Not mad at that at all. Now, you've been doing, like you said, you've been doing this for a while, man. What has been the most biggest change since you first started as far as music goes and putting it out there?
The biggest change has been the platform in which music is done. That's been the biggest change for me.
Israel.
We're talking about going from a record to and the different way to record. Went from ADATs to DAT to and before that, it was tape recorder from tape, you know, real tape, and then it's just those changes, so forth.
You said A dabs. That's a throwback for you right there, man. That's definitely a throwback. I wasn't even born there, but I just my uncle, he had all that, man. Um let's dive into it, man. When did you start music? When did you start your music journey?
I started my music journey when I was around 10, between the 8 and 10. Father was playing at church and had instruments at the house. Uh, so I was kind of, he wanted me to learn from the Red Book. If anybody remember the Red Book, the John Thompson book, that little red book.
Yeah.
Uh, I used to get that book and play it once and then memorize it and wouldn't look at it no more. And he kept saying, "You got to learn to read." And I said, "Well, okay." So I would sit there and fake like I'm reading, and I ain't reading a thing. And then it just came everything came so natural.
That's real. Now, and you grew up, and I know we had talked about it during our interview, but you kind of your pops was in the music industry real heavy.
Yes, he was working at Capitol Records. He mainly played at churches and taught people around the town, but he worked for Capitol Records for like 26 years. And he comes from a musical family and a musical school out of Wheatley High School.
Okay.
Phyllis Wheatley High School in Texas. They were known for musicians. Hubert Laws, he was in the same class, the same band with Hubert Laws and with the Crusaders.
Okay. That's what's up.
The Crusaders came out of that same place.
I like that. And see, Wheatley, I think is that in Houston?
Yes.
Okay, so that I think that's in Fifth Ward, if I'm not mistaken.
Fifth Ward, you're absolutely right.
So yeah, I actually DJ'd there a couple times.
Wow.
And it's still running, still going.
Oh,
still
it's heavy.
Wow, that's interesting. So let me ask you this. Now, from that point, you're growing up with like a sound background. You're growing up with a lot of instrumentations that's what it is. That's what I'm saying. Like you got the instruments, the bass, the guitar, whatever. But nowadays everybody is computerized. How do you feel about that coming from that background?
How do I feel about the computerized? I think it's I take it as something, an extension of. However, I think we lose some points when it comes to understanding the instruments to be able to program them or be able to uh, tweak those sounds to make them sound like real instruments. If we've never really spent energy or learned about those instruments, then we're hearing those instruments, but we've never felt them.
I get what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's hard for you to. You can't tell me if I'm playing the trumpet or anything. You don't know. You wouldn't understand when you got to take a breath if you're doing certain things or how the position of your hand would feel if such and such. I get what you're saying.
Right, because the imagination could be strong in creativity when you're creating. your imagination can be strong, but you can be sitting there actually physically playing that instrument without it in your hand, you know.
Real, real. I
And
respect
it's
you.
and as you're hearing it and you playing along with it or you programming it, you can be programming the feel of it.
That's real. I respect that because I think too is it's the same thing like DJing. I feel like you don't understand until you're feeling it. Especially when it comes to vinyl. You just
Yes.
if you ain't never touched vinyl, it's a certain type of feel, touch, a sound. You just wouldn't understand unless you've been there. I get that.
Yeah, I would say I would tell a DJ, hey man, touch the vinyl. And he said, well, what is vinyl? I don't have vinyl. All right, touch the electricity then and see what it feels like. Go
That's
get
real.
electrocuted.
That's real, man. That's real. Now, let me ask you this. Let me ask you a real question before we get into the music that we're gonna play. What do you think about AI now? Now AI is coming really, really heavy. It's here. What's your thoughts on where do you see that coming in the next 3 to 5 years?
What I think about AI, I think AI is similar to is the next step to what the internet and the computer has done to music. AI now is going to replace the feeling, the creativity, and it's going to take people's creativity and things that people have done in the past and shape it
Mm,
based on its numbers and its things. But I think AI is going to just extend the problem.
I agree with you. I think eventually we're gonna be to the point where it's like we're almost damnly brain dead, and it's like we have to. It's almost like we have to rely on it, and then we don't. I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? I do understand that it there's some pros in that. I do understand that,
Yes.
but I also understand that in this society we don't have a will to want to learn. It's kind of like let me give you a prime example. My nephew was playing a game and this it's a big game. It's kind of like it's GTA or whatever. So
Okay.
he's playing this game and it's basically he doesn't know where to start. And there's certain things you have to go around and figure out in order to get to a certain point of the mission. And whether it's from his like he doesn't have a basic, oh well, I don't know what to do, so I'm just gonna stop. When I was younger, I would go out and find a way. Whether good or bad or indifferent, I'm gonna find a way to get to make something happen. I think
Okay.
that's where AI is going to eliminate a lot of the stuff. AI is just gonna basically like, here it goes, and now it's like, okay, how I basically got the math key seat, but I don't understand how I even got to the problem. If that makes
Yes.
sense.
That makes totally sense. That makes total sense. Well, it's going to be. I I know it's going to have a major effect because I don't know if I told you before. I still take piano lessons, correct?
Okay.
And in my piano lessons, right now I'm at a point where it's like I'm almost starting over. And one of the statements my teacher made, he said, when you don't know something and you haven't been told something, then you just don't know, or you just
Real.
haven't gone through that process. However, you got to go through the same process that everybody you hearing and everybody went through that process in order to get where they are.
That's real. That's real.
you know so I'm looking at these grades and thinking, okay, so they went through that process. Oh, okay, so I got to go through the process. Yeah, I'm shortcutting it in the last 40 years, but that mean I'm lacking something that those greats had.
Real. That's real. That's real.
So now we're to the point where now that's happening every 40 years. It gets, like you said, it's getting less and less. And so therefore, although you can do it, you're lacking a certain discipline, a certain value in that process. It's just like growing, you know. Just think if somebody said, okay, I don't want to be small anymore. I just want to grow to that. Well, something's going to be undeveloped inside your body.
That's real. That's real.
Yeah.
I respect that though, man. I respect that. That's some powerful stuff right there. So let's get into the music, man.
Yes,
So
sir.
what now? What do you want my DJs to learn about you as far as sound? Talk to us about. Can you describe your sound to me?
As far as sound, uh, I would want them to know the combination of sound and people making sound, if that
Okay.
makes any sense. You know, because everybody has a voice,
Real.
everybody has a texture, everybody has a different approach, everybody have different experiences. Now, if I can capture that in music, then I can reach more people, or I will touch more people, or invoke more people, or make people go, oh, what's that? You know.
That's real. That's real, man. I know we got a couple. We got well, not just a couple, but we got at least 3 tracks. So I got that. I got the new player. I got that Hey Lady, and I got Grooving with the Cats.
And
So
do you have a living for the love of you? For the love
not
of you?
not on me. No.
Okay. Yeah. Because since I've last talked to you, that's the one that just kind of been popping. But
Let me
that's
try.
okay.
Let me try to see if I can. You got it on YouTube?
Let me see what I have here. I know I do somewhere. But no, I mean, and do you have Forever?
No, I'm downloading to the
Well,
audio.
Grooving with the Cats and Hey Lady is cool.
Okay, I'll start with grooving. I'll start with the grooving with the cats,
Okay.
and then I'll try to go on your YouTube and see if I can grab it and everything. But let us talk about grooving with the cats, man. How did
Yeah.
that come about?
That came about. Grooving with the Cat came about. We was at Fantasy Springs, Trump's ex hotel, performing with Eric Darius. When I say we, the band that I've put together behind Eric Darius, it was basically a church band uh, with a few, members from the outside. It was a pretty huge band, horns and 2 keyboard players, and so we was at sound check. And you know how musicians noodle at sound check and just kind of be playing around.
Yeah.
And they know that I'm as a music director, I'm just a stickler for, hey, stick to playing the songs that we're gonna play. I don't want to be hearing, this other stuff. So of course, they wanted to get under my skin a little bit. So they start doing, well, the guitar player played this thing and he was just kind of fixing his guitar rig. And the bass player said, hey man, what was that you just played? Play that again. And then he started playing. And so I'm sitting there just looking and just being quiet and just saying, okay, I know they're not about to sit here and play something that we're not about to play in sound check. And so all of a sudden the drummer joined in. All of a sudden the horns started doing stuff. Everybody started playing. And so I just sat there. And then the artist came out and started playing. Eric Darius. He start playing along. And I said, oh Lord. But then I said, oh, hold on. I said, hold on, y'all play that again. And I recorded it. Then I said, so the next day, which would have been Sunday, we all at church. And I said, hey, y'all remember what y'all played yesterday? Because I went home and listened to it and start thinking about it. And I said, y'all remember what y'all played? I said, everybody to the studio. The studio maybe was like 20 minutes away from where we were. Okay. Everybody to the studio. We're going to record that right now while it's fresh in you guys' minds. So we recorded it. It sat there for at least, I would say, 10 years.
Wow.
9 or 10 years before I even began to, before I finished it. Because it was no melody. It was basically just a groove. And then I'd use everything they recorded from that day. I never overdubbed or anything. It was straight.
I like that, man. That's what's up. See how creativity works right there.
There it is.
Okay. Well, yeah, let's go ahead and play it real quick, man. Grooving with the Cats people right here, man. Make sure you guys get in tune. DJs, turn it all the way up. So, Mr. Richard, what we're gonna do is we're gonna play the record. When we come back, they're gonna give you feedback on the record, and we'll go from there. All right.
All right. Sounds
DJs,
great.
turn it all the way up. Let's go. Check. Grooving with the Cats right here, man. Make sure you guys get in tune with that. Yo, man. Mr. Richard, I want to say this, man. I want to commend you on two things. I want to commend you on being different. And I say this because we get a lot of artists, who do, rap, R&B, neo soul, whatever may have you. But I really like the fact that you came on here and and as far as the score of it made the instrumentation, and I really enjoyed that. You know what I'm
Thank
saying? And I think this is one, as a DJ, I'm definitely playing this. For me, I'm definitely playing this whenever I'm setting up, and hear me out on this. A lot of times when we DJ, we want the sound to be right. We want we want that crisp sound. And I think when I hear it in the headphones, this will give me a good indication on how that sound goes. I also think you should try it in this, like getting into the movies. I can see this on maybe a. I don't even want to say two, but I definitely think it could be on all levels and everything. So that's my intake on it.
you, sir.
So let's go ahead and see how my DJs feel about it. Let me get this going up. Hold on one second. Give me 1 second. All right, man. Let's go with my guy, man. DJ Double XL. What's going on in Cali, man? What's going on?
Man, brother, that right there, oh my God, that was a beautiful thing. Like, I love music, period. And one thing I love is instrumentation and jazz. And just like Malone said, I would play that when I'm setting up. I might play that when we leave in the club. Because one thing they don't do in the club no more is they don't play that one slow song that just brings it all back to one, so everybody could just get in their car and go on to the crib. And then
Yeah.
another thing I like about that song is, like he said, it could be a sync placement for an ad for a luxury vehicle. There's a lot of things that this sound can do, man. What inspired you to make this piece of work?
I mean, just my band, man. Like I said, the guys was playing something that was interesting, and that was uh, my good friend Taka Mori playing the guitar. So it's like I have all different nationalities and all people coming from all over the place. You know, the guy playing the synth thing was from Maryland. You know, so that's what it's the experience of all of these different places, and not no one boxed in place. You know, because every region has its own style.
Right.
But
Well,
when you can make all of these things work together, I mean, I think that's what we're missing in our society now. You know,
mhm.
okay, they do it like this over here, they do it like this, but if we can do it together, it's to me, it's bigger.
And with the effort of you saying together, I see you jotting some things down. I even can hear an incredible singer over this, like as of a Jill Scott
Oh
or a
yeah,
India Ari, or somebody with that Erica Badu. Like, I could hear a whole song in my head with an artist like that. You know what? A Giselle Monet. Right now, there's an artist out by the name of Doechii, and
oh
I
yeah,
think she would kill this.
yeah.
So props to you. I definitely will go have him send this to me, and I'm gonna play it, and enjoy it, bro. And
I
whatever else you
appreciate
got, bring it on back, because we loving it over here at the Winter Circle. DJ Double XL, California, 97.3, The Source FM radio. I'm here. Holla back.
it. And where are you located?
California, Los Angeles.
Well, that's where I am too. I'm in Banning. I moved to Banning, but I'm always in LA.
Oh, okay, man. I'm in Southgate right now.
Oh, Southgate. Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, man. So get in touch with me, brother, right there.
I
I
will.
like that, man.
I will.
Yeah, my email is fleetdjxxl@gmail.com. Um, you can network through that, and I'll send you my number and stuff. And man, we can build something.
All right. I look forward to that.
All right, my brother. Have a great day.
Appreciate you, man.
Blessings. Malone, it's on y'all.
Yeah, my bad. My damn thing went out. Let's go to my guy, man, real quick, man. DJ Cat, man, what's going on? DJ Cat X, what's going on, man? Can you talk to me? What's going on, Joe? He might be busy. All right, we'll come back. We'll come back to you. Let's go. Let's get some female into some female actions. Santa Marie, what's going on?
Hello, hello. How's everybody doing?
Great.
Hello, Mr. 88 Fingers. It is nice to make your acquaintance.
My pleasure.
Love this track. It's a very classy cut. It's very smooth. It's very mellow. It can definitely get played on chakra rap roots and just add it to my playlist in general with the frequencies. I love it. I love how you incorporated everything. And I do want to say I think that you're gonna re-inspire the call hold music. So I watch out.
Let's hold the music. Tell me that about that.
So when you call a line and then they have that music blaring in your ear, but it's not properly composed, it doesn't make you feel calm. It kind of builds that anxiousness. Have you ever had that?
Yes.
They're going to come after you. They want that sound to keep people on there, to keep their patience, to keep them nice before they talk to them. So I definitely think that if your other tracks sound like this, you can try even with English teachers who play music in the background or they read just library schools and
Oh, wow.
lounges of the adult sort, or even like kind of smokers lounges is background music. So it's not all that ruckus.
Wow.
Yes.
Love it.
Well, I thank you, and I can't wait to hear more.
I look forward to it.
I'm real interested to hear and appreciate you, Shayla. I'm real interested to hear this guy's opinion. My guy, man, DJ 2 Times, man. Cause I know he's a sound guy, man. He likes sound. So Times, what's going on?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, how's it going, man?
I'm good. My name is DJ 2 Times. I'm from Chicago, but I'm currently in Houston. I transferred from Chicago to Houston now.
Okay.
That song I definitely can hear at car places. Like, you know how if you go into the car place to buy a car
Yes.
and they got the little music in the background, I definitely can hear it in there. I definitely can hear it in a different like commercial style, front, weddings. Like XL said, like they don't play music in clubs that it's a go I leave out, like going home in the night. That's that type of music that I hear. I can hear the guitar. I can hear different things that goes on in there. Like I was a part of a band myself.
Yeah.
I know how to play the drums. I know how to play the piano. Um, so I'm actually the youngest in the group. Chicago 77.3.
Wow.
So that's why Malone's like the music is in me. So yeah, I definitely as soon as Malone sent that over to me, I definitely could put something to it.
Got you. Thank you, sir.
No problem.
Appreciate you. Real quick before we go to the next person. And I also think too, Richard. I think too. Um, as as a DJ, and you probably wouldn't know about this, but I think you should do like interludes. Cause this would be cool. XL, wouldn't this be cool if he had like kind of like a beat that like it's like an interlude for like a transition beat, and then you could use that as your live interpretation as you go transition to the next song.
That would sound dope. Like in a STEM sort of capacity, you mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that would totally work. Like, yeah, it just has so many dynamics to it. I feel like you could pretty much do anything with it because, like Shayla said, the frequency is incredible, incredible, totally tuned completely in the right frequency.
Okay.
So yeah, definitely, man. I definitely that just something that to think about, man. Like if you, I would make like a maybe like a small music bed, not nothing crazy. Maybe just an 8 bar count, and where the DJs can blend the it like make it into a transitional piece. So when
Okay.
it's service for the transition to the next song.
So it's almost like a commercial.
Kinda, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know what's interesting? I of course I produced and did gospel as well. I produced this one cat back in the 90s. And the introduction for the song, they used to play every Sunday in the background for at least 2 3 years. And what's interesting about that is I was playing right at it was a live concert, so it was no fixing it.
Yeah.
And I would go think, and I hit the wrong note up top. And we was in the studio, and I said, "Hey, man, you need to take that note out." He said, "Oh no, man, we'll fix it in the mix." I said, "Man, you need to take that note out." So every Sunday, I would just be in shame because you can hear hit that top note, and it was the wrong note. but he would play that over and over again in his
Wow.
background.
That's wild, man. Let's go back into Chicago, man. My girl, man, Unique. What's going on, man? Can you talk to me? What's going on?
I can. Hello.
Good
It's
day.
it's been a long day, and one thing I can say is that was a very refreshing song to listen to after the day that I had. And talking about frequency, Shayla brought up frequencies, and it's funny that she says that because that's the type of music I've been listening to, like in a peaceful setting. Looking at how I can incorporate that into my mixes because for one, I spend Chicago for work. I create Chicago for work. One of three females to create the sound, and but I've been in my other bag with my other music, and that includes frequency music. And so while I was sitting here listening, I didn't even realize that I was like in a meditative state. I wasn't asleep, but I was like because people think like when you when you sit up and you kind of lean back like this and your eyes closed, people think you sleep. But I wasn't asleep. I was in a meditative state, and I felt really good and really calm. I had a really like an up and down day today. So to hear that, and like I said, you put it together about everybody was doing like playing their own little way in the cipher and put it together. So I'm a bandy too. I play clarinet first chair. So I understand how that happens. Everybody kind of like vibing off each other and they playing what they play on their instruments, and then it comes together into something nice. That right there, you got to hit. And now it's going to force me to start incorporating jazz and meditative music in my mixes, even if it's because I do certain things where it's like I'll do hip hop for maybe 15 minutes to 30 minutes, alternative, house. Like I played so many different genres. But to hear that and know that it made me feel good, I want to start incorporating that into my mix. So like maybe 15 minutes of some meditative and jazz, and that fits perfect, because sometimes people need that clarity. They don't understand how important it is to have a peace of mind and how important frequencies in music play into that.
Peace. Thank you.
That's love
You're
right
welcome.
there. I like that, Sailor. Q-Nick. I like that, man. I like that. Appreciate that, man. I think Swerve is at the club right now. Swerve, can you talk or you at you at the club? You might be at the club. As we get situated, let me try to see if I can get that other track. So I couldn't pull up the because I know you wanted that there was a track that I didn't have, but I pulled up your website at Richard Jr. at richardturnerjr5.com. Shameless plug right there. Make sure you guys go check it out. Let me see if I can share the page real quick, and maybe if you and whenever I play it, if you can, whenever you get time, can you send the MP3 so that way I can incorporate it and into the Dropbox for the DJs.
Okay.
But let me see if I can go ahead and play this real quick. See if I can get this going. All right, can you see that?
Yes.
Okay, so this is the song you were talking about, right?
For the love of you. No, that's You Are My Lady. For the Love of You. Is that there anywhere?
I don't see it.
Okay, then no, it's not there.
Okay, damn. Okay, it's all good. It's all good. We'll come back. We'll come back to it whenever we get everything going. Let me get my other DJ Rio, DJ Cat, man. What's going on, man? Talk to me.
What's good, my brother? Great
What's happening?
conversation, great flow, great flow. Hey,
Thank you.
hey, look, me and him was already having, the conference for all y'all got on. So I already know he had, man. And I had to realize when you said that earlier, I didn't want to interrupt anyone, man. But I already know about you when you said 88 fingers. I said, hold up, now that's the legend status. I know about them real musicians and everything, not just people doing what they do now, but I know about the old school 'cause I come from that area, the real musician, the playership.
Wow.
Yeah, man. So, like I said, I'm digging that track. I was listening, see if y'all was gonna dig them other ones up. That other track, was fire and funky. And I'm gonna get Malone. I'm gonna get you to get extra send it my way because I got platforms and stuff to put it on too, man.
Okay. Okay.
And you're based in South Carolina?
North Carolina. Well, right now, let's just say I'm in Charlotte, but we're gonna give me the whole Carolina because I try to work the whole Carolinas.
I got you.
Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that, cat.
Thank
For
you.
sure. For sure.
All right, so let's go ahead and I want to play one more track because I really want them to really get into your artistry, man. I have we got so far we got Hey Lady and New Player. Which one would you want to ride with?
Let's go. Hey, lady.
Okay, cool. You want to kind of give a emphasis on it?
Yeah, I'll give a backstory on it real quick. For 18 years, I played with the smooth jazz sensation Eric Darius out of Florida, but he came here and he was starting his career when he was like 17 or 18,
Okay.
and they had me hook up with him, and I became his music director for the West Coast band, which was the band that played that song that we just heard for 18 years. And so I was his music director for 18 years on this side of the, and he was coming off the plane one time, and I was at the studio, and I said, "Hey man, come by and play this tune." He had never heard it, but it was a tune I created when I kind of was in my college years, and it was a line that I always would play, and I didn't realize I was playing it all the time. And my guys would say, "Hey man, you play that line in every song," and I said, "I do." I said, "Yeah, your fingers just won't let that go." And so I made a song of it, and then it became too difficult to play and to get other cats to play it. So I knew Eric had the chops to do it. So I said, "Hey man, come by and record this song." And I haven't recorded this, and that's 10 years later, you know.
Wow. So you marinate on a lot of tracks.
Yeah, I mean, catalog wise, you know, if I get a thought, if I hear something, if I see I'm doing something on the regular, even if I learn something, I take it and I say, okay, how can I use this as a piece to use it as an educational piece as well, you know, like, okay, this student is learning this, but how, if it's no application for it, like in a song, then you're just learning it and not using it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's real. That's real. I respect that. Okay, well let's go ahead and get into it, man. Make sure you guys, DJs, make sure you guys turn it all the way up. Hey, lady, right here, right, bring it to you. Let's go. Hey, man. Yeah. That's the sax was crazy, man. Um, yeah, snaps in the chat. Snaps in the chat for me, man. Yeah, that's definitely that's definitely a banger. Let's go ahead and you know what? Let's start with ladies first. Q-Nick, man, what's going on, man? Talk to me. I can see you all over your face.
I mean, because like I said, I've been looking at integrating and changing and adding new elements to my show, and that's going like you hear jazz songs. Most people think of like when I came up, my aunt would listen to the slower jazz music, but this is like more upbeat tempo. It's like you can dance to it. It's like like Shady said, love the instruments. Like that's something that's missing. Like how we spoke earlier about the what's missing in music when you hear live instruments versus digitized. If you're not familiar with how they sound, then you wouldn't really know what you're listening to. Those are real instruments playing there.
Oh yeah,
I'm loving what I'm hearing. I gotta get that. I gotta get that.
appreciate it.
Appreciate that, Q-Nick. Appreciate that, Q. XL, man, what's going on?
Man, I'm sitting back here listening, and I had watched like the BET Award show the other night, and I watch a lot of gospel and crazy concerts and shit like that, and I'm like, this right here got BET Gospel Explosion award show wrote all over. I could hear MC Light announcing in the back, and tonight we gonna have Lettucey and blah 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 and Snoop Dogg, and I could hear it literally while I was listening to the music. I feel like, and another brother said he's at a college and he could hear this at festivals, welcoming people and stuff like that. This right here is that music right there. This is that music that you gonna hear that whole compilation before the show begins, type of shit. You know what I mean? Like this is that song.
Yes, sir. Appreciate that.
Man, that's love right there, XL. Let's go to Sailor Marie, man. What's going on, man? Talk to me. How you feeling about it?
I was just going to say that I love the instruments in there. That's another, of course, track that I can add and play on Chakra Rap Roots, of course. And I can also see it to add on to everybody else, ushering in and out of the churches, just that playing that feel good before you hug your neighbor, hug three
Oh,
neighbors.
that's real.
Yeah, sorry, but this is another. I think this is like a good family classic. It feels good as well, but it's upbeat. I love it. I
I
love
really, I think so too. Is that I don't know if you ever really got into it, man, but I can definitely see this on a theme song. And I know theme songs are kind of like the Day of Ages or whatever, but I could definitely see a compilation on a TV theme song or something like that.
Oh, cool.
So
Get Kenya
DJ,
Barris on the line.
you said what?
Get Kenya Barris on the line. So,
Love it.
Times, man, what's going on, man? How you feeling about it?
It's giving me gospel. I could see Kurt Franklin going straight hard. You know how he's very like that up tempo energy. So
Yeah.
he will fit right perfect in. So or what's his name? I think his name is Tommy. I can't think of his last name, but he do gospel also. Um he's he favors Kurt Franklin also too. And I think he'll get on that track and he'll tear it down. I think
Yeah.
yeah, that track it gives me gospel, like straight church vibes.
Okay.
Uh,
Cool.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, man. I appreciate that. Times, appreciate that. I'm man, I really do appreciate this, Mr. Richard, for you coming through and blessing us with good music, man. And I mean that in the whole way. Where can the people find you at, man, as far as like if they want to book you for interviews or anything, what's the best form of contact?
Best form of contact is richardturnerjr.com. That's my website. And any of the streamings, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and I think there's one other one that I'm on. I'm not into this. I'm not a social media person, but
I'm not either.
trying to get there and trying to incorporate all that.
And I put that in the chat for you guys, so you guys can check it out and everything. What's going on, man, for the summertime, man? We're in the summer. What you got going on?
For the summer, I'm finishing up the record, a full record.
Okay.
People don't do records anymore, but uh, I have a scholarship concert. I do a scholarship concert every September during my birthday month.
Okay.
And it's for African American students that are in college doing music. And I give away, scholarships, and they can find that on I think it's Bold or something like that, where they can apply, and all they have to do is just send in a video of them playing. And I have a team that kind of, we look at them and kind of judge them, and then pick the winners.
Okay, I like
and,
that.
And the scholarship the money goes straight to the school, so they have to be enrolled. So it's kind of set up. So that's like a big concert for me. Other than that, I'm playing at a couple of the wineries. Actually playing with Eric Darius at I think in September at one of the wineries. And I have I'm getting calls for this summer. I haven't really locked down too much stuff, but everything should be posted on my website once I get.
Okay. Do you ever find yourself playing anywhere, anywhere? Just just chilling. Hey, yo, man, I just want to pull up and pop my ears real quick.
Do I find myself, say that again?
Do you find yourself just playing anywhere? Just like, hey, yo, man, I just want to come up and just do my thing.
Not too often. I am actually a shy person.
Yeah, behind the music, people. I like that. I like that, man. Let me ask you this one more thing. I know this is random as hell. Let me ask you this. Now, you being a music instructor and everything, and being a arranger and everything, have you ever seen the movie Drumline?
I have. Drumline, loved it.
Okay, so is that a strong critique of how not the actual line or the band, but the music instructor is like, is that really intense?
Yes.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yes, simply because it's like any occupation. Let's take a doctor. If this doctor done studied for 18, 19 years, and here's somebody coming up when they can do it without any study, it's like the doctor just feel that they can't trust it. It takes them a minute to trust it.
That's real. That's real.
Especially if it's just natural.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's real.
Okay, I respect that. I respect that, man. All right, man. Well, this has been a pleasure talking to you. Like I said, man, and if you need anything from us, don't hesitate to let us know. If you got tracks, send them our way. If you got 8 counts, send it our way, man. We'll figure it out.
I got you guys. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Turner. Oh yeah, before you go, I always ask people if they can do a drop for me. You're gonna you're gonna say your name, and I'm rocking with the winner circle.
I'm rocking with the winner sucker?
Yeah, the winner circle. Like
the winner. Okay. Yes. Tell me when.
Go ahead.
Hey, my name is Richard Turner Jr., known as 88 Fingers, and I'm rocking with the winner circle.
Boom. Explosions, fireworks, confetti, everything in between, man. DJs, I do appreciate. Let's run the analytics up, please, and thank you. Run the analytics up, and like I said, man, we always complain about music. Cause me and Times are just talking about this. Half of the music I don't even know how it's getting on the radio.
Yes.
But here's what I will say is that when good music is in front of us, we have to push it.
So definitely.
So definitely. And I appreciate this, Mr. Turner, man. With this, it won't be the last time you hear from us.
I look forward to it.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, guys.
Say goodbye 2 times. Goddamn.
No problem. I'm sorry. I have a good one. I'm so sorry.
All right.
Great day, everybody.
You too now. Thanks.